Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Babagbagege Imo TV. I am Moriwe Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. Group accuses Yoruba Nation agitators of planning to truncate 2023 polls. Nigerian Army, Navy protect oil tubes, Tompolo. Osun community in panic as armed robbers writes letter. Gunmen kidnap 2 corps members, 1 escapes. And finally, on sports, national team's football returns to Ibadan. Now the news in detail. A group, the Yoruba Appraisal Forum, YAF, has raised the alarm over alleged plans by those championing and agitating for secession of Yoruba land from the rest of Nigeria to cause violence and chaos in the southwest and other parts of the country, with ultimate objective of truncating the conduct of the 2023 general elections. The YAF National Coordinator Adeshino Animashaun raised the alarm at a press conference in Lagos on Friday, citing recent utterances by leaders of the agitators that the group would achieve the secession of Yoruba land from Nigeria in a few months' time. YAF said a statement should be taken seriously as indications of the violence the group could plan for the region. According to the forum, it is a known fact that the agitators for the platform and the Phantom Yoruba Nation, who are known to be sponsored from within and outside Nigeria, have sinister and very dangerous agenda towards the country, particularly as it concerns the 2023 general elections. There are plans by these groups of Yoruba Nation agitators to cause violence and mayhem during the political campaigns that kicked off on September 28, 2022. This group of Yoruba Nation agitators have lined up various rallies and protests in all the 6 southwest states to coincide with the political parties' campaigns, with the sole aim of disrupting the political process, instigating violence and chaos, and truncating the conduct of next year's general election. It has come to YF notice recently that some so-called Yoruba Nation champions and agitators, as well as disgruntled politicians working in cahoots with their allies in other parts of the country, have been planning violent and unpatriotic activities in the southwest with the ultimate ulterior motive of truncating the forthcoming 2023 general elections. Moving to the next story, as regards Tompolo. Government Polo, better known as Tompolo, has accused the Nigerian Army and Nigerian Navy of shielding oil tips. The Nigerian Delta activist made an incriminating remark against the military in an interview with Channels TV. The President Muhammadu Buhari administration recently awarded Tompolo a pipeline security contract. The deal, which sparks controversy, is to protect oil lines in the 6 south states and to reportedly worth 50 billion naira per year. Tompolo, former commander of the defunct movement of the Emancipation of Niger Delta Men, has vowed to stop oil theft in the region. A lot of people are running helter-skelter because they know that there is nothing in this country concerning the riverine that I don't know, he said. Delta-based Tompolo and Egbesu chief priest disclosed that the youths engaged for the job in other states will soon commence work. Once they are fully engaged, we will now call security agencies to call their people to order. When you are coming from Warri, capital of Delta, you see security boats all over the place. If you look at the whole setting where the illegal bunkering is taking place, if you have 1 Navy gunboat, 1 Army gunboat, the extreme end is where the real bunkering is taking place, he stated. Moving to Osun State. Onibuaje community in Egbedore local government area of Osun State have been thrown into panic following a notice from suspected armed robbers. The letter resident revealed threatened to lay siege to the area. Daily Post gathered that suspected armed robbers had strategically posted copies of the handwritten letter of their intention on poles and on buildings within the community, notifying the terrified residents of their plans to rob them. The handwritten letters, it was observed, were posted in 4 different streets in the community, including Babakikere, Alabi Street, and Oba Adedapo Adiremi Way. In the written note in Yoruba language, the suspect claiming to be robbers asked residents to be prepared as they were coming to rob before the end of October. The Baale of Onibuaje community, Chief Najimdeen Alabi, who confirmed the development on Friday, said it was true that the message was sent by some individuals who are yet to be identified. Alabi said he had reported the matter to the police, and the community has also swung into action to protect themselves. The community head called on the state of Osun, the Osun State government, and the Commissioner of Police to take swift action in preventing the planned robbery attack in the community. Moving on to the next story. Sources said that 2 corps members were on their way to buy some drugs in the nearby pharmacy shop in Zomo community of the LGA when the gunmen accosted them and whisked them away. A resident of Zomo community, Silas Christopher, confirmed the kidnapping of 2 National Youth Service Corps members. Christopher, however, said that one of the kidnapped corps members, identified as Obinna Hilary, managed to escape while they were being dragged into the bush by the abductors. Christopher said there were 2 couples that were kidnapped yesterday, Thursday, in Zomo community by gunmen. It happened in the evening as they were going to buy some drugs in the pharmacy shop. Suddenly, some gunmen, numbering about 4, emerged from the bush and abducted them. But one of the couples somehow managed to escape as they were being dragged to the bush. That is what I can tell you about the incident. The spokesman for the Plateau State Police Command, Alabo Alfred, also confirmed the abduction of 2 corps members. According to him, security officials had been deployed to the community and were working round the clock to rescue the remaining corps members. We were aware of the kidnapping of 2 corps members in Mikeng LGA, but our men are on top of the situations. Yes, one of the corps members escaped, so we have deployed our officers and men to the community so that the remaining person will be rescued, the PPRO concluded. Moving to the last story as regards the sports story. National team's football returned to Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State, after years of international football drought in the city. The Nigeria Under-23 Eagles will be hosting Tanzania national Under-23 side on Saturday, 29 October 2022, in the men's Under-23 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers at the Lagos Salami Stadium at Damasinga, Ibadan, for the second leg of the encounter. The first leg of the encounter is expected to hold earlier between 21st and 23rd of October in Tanzania. Coach Yusuf Salisu, Kennedy Boboye, and others will have to perform a miracle to stay undefeated in this 2-legged encounter, as most of the players to be used for these games have been out of action for a while due to the inability of the Nigeria Professional Football League (NPFL) to start at the right time. Ibadan fans hope to cheer the Under-23 Eagles to victory when they face Tanzania Under-23 side on October 29, 2022 in Ibadan. Also, Governor Seyi Makinde will want to see more of national team games in Ibadan after the Tanzanian tie. That concludes the national news from BGI TV. Before we call it a wrap, let's quickly have some major headlines. Group accuses Yoruba Nation agitators of planning to truncate 2023 polls. Nigeria Army, Navy protect oil thieves, Tompolo. And on sports, national team football returns to Ibadan. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is Babagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placement of the goods and services, coverage of events and function, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placement only. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. Good afternoon.